Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing video. This time it's Sting, Surfer Sting, AEW Unmatched Series 11 Surfer Sting. And you can see here he's doing this pose which is reminiscent of his of the Sting Galoob figure that came out in the early 90s. I always like those old school wrestling figures because I don't have those, and I like to see people's collections of like WCW Galoob figures and WWF LJN figures. Those are really nice. Here is the side of the packaging with an old school picture of Sting. Just really cool. And here is the back of the packaging. But yeah, this is of course a version of Sting before he turned into the Crow Sting to combat the NWO in the mid to late 90s. Yeah, this is him with the spiky hair and the face paint like this. And I don't know. I don't really remember too many Surfer Sting figures being released in 1/12 scale form. I think Mattel released a few back when he was signed with WWE. But this is the latest version of Sting. Surfer Sting. Alright everyone, it's Sting out of the packaging. Okay, and here are the various swappable hands that come with Sting. You have the claw-like one here, both for left, right hand, open-fisted one, both for the left, right arm of Sting, pointed finger one, here is a screaming head scan for Sting when he does like his primal scream and he pounds his chest before he does the Stinger Splash, the Scorpion Death Drop, or the Scorpion Deathlock, or whatever. Really cool. And alright everyone, here is Sting out of the packaging. Alright, and here is the face scan for Sting. Captures his likeness really well. He's staring off to the side like this, kind of, so it looks a little weird angled like this, because it's supposed to be like this, I guess. But I like both face scans of Sting. And the colorway for the face paint, it's really cool. There's sort of a rat tail kind of thing, I guess, in the back, which I think was fashionable during the time period this Sting figure is based on. Body mold for the AEW figures. In a lot of ways, I do prefer them over the elites, but sometimes I prefer the elite articulation over the AEW figures. It depends on my mood. But yeah, it's always nice to see this type of flexible articulation There's a swivel and stuff. You have the white tights with the blue scorpion. Looks really cool. This is actually based on an outfit, a fit that Sting actually wore in the ring. Okay, and here is Sting posed with the the WCW World Heavyweight title I got from the Lex Luger Monday Night War Ultimate Edition. And I also posed him next to RoboCop here, to our right, to Sting's left, to harken back to the WCW pay-per-view Capital Punishment in 1990, where RoboCop came out, saved Sting from a shark cage, from being who was it? Sid Vicious and Arn and Ole Anderson. And here is Sting pose alongside some superstars he's had matches with back in the day, in the early days of WCW. You know, Hulk Hogan here, an elite Hulk Hogan. An Ultimate Edition, Ric Flair. Of course, he didn't have a match with RoboCop, but I mentioned he appeared at the Capital Punishment 1990 pay-per-view. And for those who are interested, this is a NECA Toys RoboCop figure that you can find on the internet. Here is an Elite Lex Luger figure, Chase variant Legends one. And of course, here is a Elite Legends Rick Rude figure, dressed in his WCW attire. Alright everyone, thank you guys so much for watching my unboxing video of this AEW Sting figure. Thank you guys so much for watching and liking my videos. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys all later. Thank you guys all so very much.